Hello and welcome. In this short video I want to show you how to build a plane. Enjoy. This video is for single player mostly, because on multiplayer you just need to see what your enemy is doing and do better design than his. So on multiplayer you need a little change your design sometimes. But on this video I want to show you how to build single player planes to be most effective as can. There is not a lot of them that are useful. For a plane, we need to have frames, and we are always using frame from 90-40. For small airframe, for medium airframe, and for large airframe, you always want to use improved airframe. Like always. You are not using interwar, you are not using basic small airframe, like never. If you want to go for air, for planes, always go for improved. If you want to do planes at all, single player, like day one, go and start researching frame and go and start researching engine. And don't use these frames. Why? Because this one plane wins 40-1 with this frame. So by one plane for 90-40, you have 30-40 basic small destroyed. There is no point for doing this or this. And there is no point for doing 90-44 because they are late. So it's no point for rushing them or for doing them. Okay, so I have my frames and I have my engine. If you want, you can go for 90-40 for engine too, because it only upgrades your design and you don't need to produce new one. So if you have problems in like 90-45 with winning air, you can go for 90-40 for engine, but it is not like most important thing in the world to go for it. What else technologies do you need? If you are going for planes with torpedoes, you need always to have 90-40 torpedo. When you are playing single player, you don't need advanced launchers, but if you are playing like 90-46, 90-47, you can go for it. If not, you can just ignore it. 90-40 torpedo is good enough for you. You always need to have aircraft construction, you need to have range improvements, you need to have heavy bombs, you need to have survivable studies, and you need to have heavy machine guns. You really don't need armor piercing bomb and you don't really need cannons. And I'm on my games like never using paratroopers, so I'm not creating transport planes. But if you want use paratroopers, it's better to go for 90-40 transport because they have higher range. So we have our technologies, but it is not all. You can get more things from electronics too. So by doing radios, radars and computers, you will have more electronics to your plane too. Like here, like here, like here. Okay, how your plane should looks like. First will be fighter, and this is your perfect fighter. 3 times heavy machine gun, engine free, extra fuel tanks, armor plates and self-sealing tanks. With this fighter, you have range on almost every zone, 910 kilometers. But if you are fighting in Europe and you have smaller air zones and you want to go harder on your enemy, you can switch your extra fuel tank for another armor plate. And they are better for Europe, and this one with range, they are better for Pacific. So Australia, China, India, and they are better for Africa too. So if you are going into fighter build, like you mostly produce fighters, you want doctrines for that fighters too. For fighter build, you want to have operational integrity, airspace dominance, speed point strike, operational air support and carpet bombing. All of them are boosting your efficiency in fights. And for officer corps, you want to have centralized command. And this is for like main fighter build. So you are going for like 90% fighters and maybe 10% close air support. So we're doing something like that. And how should look close air support? You are always using heavy bomb blocks. You need 3 of them. you need engine free, and you need extra fuel tanks. And this is your perfect close air support design. If you want, you can make them cheaper by using non-strategic material usage, but they have only 3 air defense with that. They will die a lot when you have radar. So, if you are going with close air support like that, you need to have a lot of fighters to help them. And it is not good to use them for logistic strikes, because they will like die instantly when you are doing that. But without this, they are quite good on both missions. So they are good in a logistic strike and they are good in close air support. Remember that when you are playing on multiplayer, logistic strike is mostly prohibited, so you can't use it. When you are playing game and you just have green air all the time, but you are producing close air support, because I don't know, your ally have fighters and have fighter build, you can go for close air support build, but you need other doctrines for that. You need battlefield support as your main doctrine, you need fighter bombers, flying artillery, tactical battlefield support, and carpet bombing. Carpet bombing is for both fighter and close air support because it just gives you air mission efficiency 5%. It is always for that. And with that build, you will have incredibly powerful air support. You can just blow up everything, but you need ally with fighters. So if you are playing co-op or if you are playing with bot that is producing a lot of air, I don't know, you can play this build as France when United Kingdom or USA is doing fighter. This is quite good. And there is pretty rare build for Nav-CAs. To build a Nav-CAs, you need armor piercing bomb, and this design I will show you, you can use only on, I don't know, Italy, I think, and it is mostly used on multiplayer. Sometimes you need planes that are going for ground attack and they're going for naval attack. I think only Italy is doing that. So you need both statistics, and you can have something like that by doing this design. So it is theoretically close air support, but you can attack with that ships. So you have 2 armor piercing bomb blocks, you have 1 bomb block, you have engine free, you have extra fuel tank, and you have air ground radar 1. And with that, you have naval attack, but you have ground attack too. You are doing both of these missions bad, but at least you can do both. But I don't recommend this design on single player at all. It is sometimes needed on multiplayer only. I'm showing this design to you only to you know what Nav-CAs mean. So Nav-CAs is that one. And for Nav-CAs, you mostly going for battlefield support build, like same for closer support units. And it is all for standard improved small airframe. Sometimes you want to go for improved carrier airframes, and there are only 2 planes that you are using with that. So we have Naval bomber for carriers, torpedo 2, and you have engine free. And nothing else you don't need. Sometimes you want to have fighter 2, and fighter looks like that. So you have 3 heavy machine guns, you have armor plate, you have self-sealing fuel tank, and you have engine free. And you are using this design and this torpedo design only for carriers. You are never producing them to use them outside carriers because they will lose with enemy air. Carrier airframe without being on carrier is a lot of worse than normal airframe. So use it only on carrier, because on carrier it have a lot of better efficiency. So for improved small airframe, this is all. And we can go into medium airframe. I will not show you heavy fighter, because heavy fighter you are doing only on USA. Heavy fighter is too expensive to do it on single player. So I will show you naval bomber, like normal, standard, good naval bomber. So we need 2 light machine guns, because it needs to be heavy fighter, and we need medium torpedoes twice. You can't add third. It is like blocked. You need engine free, and you need extra fuel tank and air ground radar 1. And this is your best naval bomber in the game. You can kill everything with that. You have 44 naval attack. You can kill battle cruisers, you can kill battleships with that, you can sink carriers. When you have like 200, 300 of them, you can just destroy entire ally fleet as Germany without a problem. When you are going for improved medium airframe or you are going into improved carrier airframes, you don't need to go for like special build for them. You can go, but it is very inefficient. It is better to go for pure CAS build with naval bombers or to go with pure fighter build with naval bombers than switching these doctrines, I don't know, on naval aviation. It is not necessary at all. You can do it when you are playing multiplayer lobby and your entire build is around naval bombers. But this has rarely happened. So if you like really want to go for naval build, or I don't know why you want to go into operational integrity and go for naval aviation, go to torpedo swarm tactic, theater interdiction and coastal air patrol. And this is build created for attacking enemy ships only, but you are completely inefficient with that, with fighting enemy fighters and with buffing your closer support. Okay, only one design left, and this is strategic bomber. And for strategic bomber you want something like this: 3 large bomb base, 4 engine free, and you want have radio navigation 2, bomb sights air, ground radar 1, and extra fuel tank. If you don't need extra fuel tank, you can go for 4th large bay. If you are playing as Germany, that design is better for you. If you are playing as USA or as United Kingdom, this design is better for you. And for your doctrines, you need strategic destruction, you need medium range support. It's only for night operation penalty. You need pinpoint strikes, and this is only for bad weather penalty. You need theater interdiction because you have another nighttime strategic bombing penalty minus 10%. And on your heavy aircraft, you can use carpet bombing for more bombing efficiency. You can go for night strategic bombing when you are playing as Canada and you don't want to lose your air and you are bombing only at night. You can go for flying fortresses when you have like really not much of your strategic bombers and you don't want to lose them. So these 3 are quite good. If you are playing like USA or Germany or United Kingdom, carpet bombing is the best. And for design, this is all. Like there is no Nav bomber improved small airframe design. It is like useless. You want to go for medium airframe because you have range. And there is no design for tactical bomber because tactical bomber is useless too. Close air support doing close air support missions better, and large airframe doing strategic devastation better than tactical bombers. So tactical bombers are completely out of meta, and naval bombers you are doing only for carriers or you are doing medium bombers. Oh, I forgot about one thing. You can go for recons too if you need it. You are going for recon like that. So you have recon camera, you have engine free, and you have range. A lot of range. And with that you can have your scout plane. You are always going for scout planes on medium, but if you want you can go for basic medium airframe because they have enough range on basics too. You don't need improved to recon plane. And if you using them very often, use aerial recon sub-doctrine. And you can use operational integrity as your main doctrine. I'm not using scout planes like at all, but if you are playing multiplayer and you have tanks and you can't have a lot of planning bonus, you can use it. For me they are more like gimmick than something like really useful. And thank you very much for watching this video. I hope it helps you. If you have additional questions, you can ask in comments. I will answer on them. Thank you very much for watching this video. Give me a like, give me a sub, left like nice comment. I like nice comments. And thank you very much for watching this video and see you soon into the next one. See ya. Bye bye.